Hi guys, welcome to the Financial Services Professional Apprenticeship Overview. I am going to give you a brief overview today of what this program is. My name is Kayla Ramey. I am the Outreach Program Coordinator in the Office of Experiential Learning here at Columbus State, and I am joined by my friend Kara Polish, and I'll let her quickly introduce herself before we get started.
Hey everybody, and welcome, I hope, future financial services apprentices. My name is Kara Polish and I'm in Human Resources at Nationwide and happy to be here with you.
Awesome. So we are really excited today to talk to you a little bit about the Financial Services Professional Apprenticeship Program and what it could mean for you as a student. Kara will give you kind of an overview of what you can expect from the Nationwide side, and I'm here to kind of provide that insight from Columbus State and the academics. And then we'll talk about some next steps in getting started. So nothing too crazy, just really want to give you a good basis and overview to where we set you up to ask more questions or get involved later. So that's really what we're here to do. And so we hope, we can kind of move through this pretty quickly and get you the information you need so that you can kind of get started. So what is this program? So the program is what we call an earn and learn program. So you will be earning money, right, or working while you're in college. So for those of you that work better in a hands-on environment, maybe you've never been a very audible learner where, sitting through lectures doesn't necessarily always resonate with you, or, just reading something doesn't always resonate with you. It really takes that hands-on engagement, and that's what this program provides. And so it's an earn and learn program that gains that real life work experience while you're earning your degree. So there's tuition assistance involved. We'll talk about, you get to earn your degree, work in the real world environment at a company like Nationwide nonetheless, and walk out of here, fully prepared to go into a career in financial services, which is just incredible. So what does this look like as far as the academic side, right? I told you Kara's going to give you all the insight on the Nationwide side, but from the academic side here at Columbus State, what's it going to look like? And so it's going to be 5 semesters of classwork. So an associate's degree, for those of you that don't know, is a 2-year degree. And so from where you are now, you would graduate high school, you would get applied to the program here in the next month or so, you would come to summer orientation, and then you would be in this first column here that says semester 1, and that is where you would start your full-time classes. And we don't rush you into work right away. We want you to take your first semester here at the college, kind of dip your toes in, get comfortable with college before we throw on any other layers, right? And so in that first semester, we'll be doing some career prep, helping you learn how to, how do you navigate this corporate professional environment, helping you in that space, helping you get into college. And then in your second semester, that's when you would start your work, your part-time apprenticeship with Nationwide. And so for your remaining 4 semesters of courses, because like I said, it's 2 calendar years, but 5 semesters. So that's going to be fall, spring, summer, fall, spring. You're going to be working at Nationwide those last 4 semesters while you're completing your degree. And so we have a beautiful partnership where you have support on our side and their side working together to make sure your classes work with your school and your school works with your, I said that twice, that your classes work with your work and your work with your classes. So by the end of that 2 years, you have an Associate of Applied Science degree in one of 3 majors, and that's going to be business management, accounting, or finance. So you have an option of majors. If you're like, I don't know about finance, but I like the business side and the finance a little bit, maybe business management's a better fit. So you have 3 options in that space. By the end of the 2 years, you have your associate's degree, you have over a year of work experience, and you're really ready to go into some full-time roles. And so I'll let Kara take over and talk to you guys a little bit about what Nationwide and your work there could look like.
Great, thanks, Kayla. And Nationwide and Columbus State have a really close partnership, and we've done some great design work around this program. We are committed at Nationwide to making sure your academic success comes first. So first of all, as Kayla has said, it is a part-time role. It's about 20 to 24 hours a week so that you can manage both your classroom and your professional work. And you'll get to decide with your manager what days you're going to work and what hours you're going to work. So it really will work for your classroom and other activities you may have. But it's a great opportunity really to get your foot in the door with a fantastic company and into the financial services industry. And don't worry, we're going to teach you everything you need to know. But it'll be real world work experience. It'll give you a chance to earn money. And we have a great and fun working teams that you'll be part of while you're here. But we know this is a big decision, and it might seem like a lot to go into a large company early on in your career. So we're going to provide you a ton of support, both on the Columbus State side as well as the nationwide side. Kaylor is going to be your partner in getting you through the application process and some very easy interviews with Nationwide. We're going to have mentors and advisors for you on both sides, the nationwide side and the Columbus State side, as you move through your academics and your work experience. And you really explore and decide what type of career you want to land in the financial services industry. At Nationwide, we have all kinds of jobs depending on what your interests are. You'll also have access to our training programs on the Nationwide side, including a whole bunch of personal development programs. And you'll have 2 full years of both personal and professional growth.
So I'm going to jump back in and talk about some of our program benefits. And so the first thing is, this isn't just a job, right? So anybody in college can have a job. I had a job. I was a Starbucks barista. But there's a difference between a job and a job that lands you where you need to be, right? So working as a Starbucks barista, maybe it helped me talk to people. But other than that, it paid me under $10 an hour. I worked a lot of hours a week. And it didn't land me in a full-time role or teach me the skills I needed to be in a professional career. This is a job that does all of those things. So you're making an average of $18 an hour while you're in school, right? So while you're as an apprentice, you're making $18 an hour. You're getting full medical and dental benefits, 401k with match, which is insane. There's a gym on site, there's a pension plan, all through Nationwide while you're working as an apprentice. So before you're even graduated, right, a lot of these benefits many individuals don't have until they finish their degree and they're in their first full-time job. And even then, some of these are limited, right? This is offered to you while you're an apprentice and then continues on if you move to full-time. And so that's a big thing. And but apart from, those benefits, there's also the added benefit of, the mentorship and the learning and the hands-on experience. And so those are things to not take lightly. As part of this program, you also get what we call a burrito of support, which we've hinted to a few times. Mentoring, coaching, professional development, just this holistic wraparound, see the wraparound burrito reference, support and advising throughout your entire academic journey. So both from the Columbus State side, from the Nationwide side, you have people supporting you and guiding you through this experience to really help you get to the finish line and graduate with your degree, finish this apprenticeship, and move into a full-time role. Like we've already talked about, you're going to earn while you learn. What you learn at work on Monday, you can take to class on Tuesday and vice versa. These are going to be things that are interchangeable. We have people working on these classes that you're taking to ensure that they're lining up with what you're learning at Nationwide. It's being done and crafted very intentionally in that way. And then, your career starts here. It's a catalyst to a career. It's not just, this is one opportunity and you're done. This is really a catalyst to a full-time role. And really, Kara's always said, as we've had conversations, once you're in Nationwide, maybe you find that I really like Nationwide as a company, but I don't really care for what I'm doing in this area. Well, once you're in Nationwide, you're in, and the opportunities and where you can work is really endless within that company. And so keep that in mind. This might be kind of your entry point, but it doesn't necessarily have to be where you land at Nationwide forever. There's a lot of movement and different opportunities within the company as well. And so I'll turn it back over to Kara, and she's going to talk to you about the financial support piece, which is very exciting. So I'll let her handle that.
Great, thanks. Yeah, we are super proud of the full suite of support we're going to provide to our apprentices. And that really starts with a technology package. We realize that for school, you're going to need a great academic laptop and a mobile hotspot. So we're actually going to provide that to you. This is for your academic and personal use. You'll also get whatever you need for your laptop on the business side, but this is really to set you off on the right path for school. You'll get that out of the gate in the summer before you start, and you'll be ready to go. We also have a very comprehensive tuition and fees support. We will provide 100% for your first semester of tuition, fees, and books, and we're going to continue to pay 100% of your books and fees throughout your whole program. And in a minute, we'll share with you how we'll continue to provide great tuition support coverage as well. So you have an opportunity to actually graduate debt-free with your associate's degree. And as Kaylor mentioned, we have a very competitive wage, and $18 an hour is just the start. You can move up from there. You would be eligible for benefits right away. You'll come into Nationwide as an associate and will be eligible for those benefits. And we're also going to have somebody help you make benefit selections, understand your pay and taxes and all of that. That's another commitment to our support. Back to you, Kaylor.
Awesome. So part of that tuition and fees assistance, we just wanted to break it down a little bit for you. So Kara talked about, 100% fees and books every semester. But as far as tuition, that does decrease as you begin making money. So you're seeing this number go down, but you're also starting to work that part-time $18 an hour where you can save and contribute towards your own college if you needed to. I will say that Nationwide's money for your tuition is paid, and fees and books is paid directly to Columbus State, so you don't even have to touch it, think about it, deal with it. What you do or might choose to consider is using some sort of financial aid for those semesters that isn't 100% covered, which we can talk about those options, whether it's FSPA or Pell or any kind of other grant or scholarship you may obtain prior to coming into college. And so those are still options through, even though you're receiving this other funding. And so we can talk about those things. I just like to kind of, put it out there that that is still an option for you, even with this tuition and fees assistance. But the $18 an hour that you're making as an apprentice does go directly in your pocket. So that isn't paid through Columbus State. It's not put towards your school tab. That is just like you were working any other job. It goes directly in your pocket for you to choose how to use it. And so I'd like to make that distinction because some work study programs or similar programs, they do go towards your school or towards your schooling, right? And you get a check back. That's not how this program works. Your tuition, fees, books, that gets paid to Columbus State. Your wage as an apprentice goes directly in your pocket. And so those are separate through this program, which is really a benefit to you in a lot of ways. So what if I want a 4-year degree? So some of you are saying this is all great, but I have my heart set on getting a 4-year degree. Absolutely an option. So one of the huge benefits that Nationwide offers is tuition reimbursement for full-time employees. And so that's up to $5,000 annually. And you would be eligible for that as soon as you become a full-time employee straight out of your apprenticeship, which would be an incredible benefit. The other way that this pairs with all that you're doing and setting yourself up for is you can then utilize Columbus State's pathway partners. So look at these partners where your degree is going to transfer very, very easily within the state, whether that's Franklin, Ohio State, Otterbein, Ohio Dominican, Miami, whatever it might be. Your degree has already been formulated to work with these colleges in a way that makes it easy for you to transfer. And so you're getting $5,000 towards your tuition from Nationwide. Your credits are going to transfer easily, and you can absolutely complete a bachelor's degree while you're in a full-time role. So just keep that in mind. That's something that's a really big benefit. And for those of you that are like, I want a 4-year, I don't just want a 2-year, then you know what? That is absolutely an option. So is this program for me? That's kind of the next question as you're deciding before we get into next steps, is this something I can see myself doing? So if you're passionate about helping others, that's, then this would be a good place for you. If you have an interest in, like we said, business management, finance, or accounting, we have 3 separate majors. You can read about them on our website. All of those would be eligible for this program. And so if one of those catches your eye, then that we can check that box. If you have a continuous learner mindset, so you're like, I don't know how to do that. We take that I don't know how to do that and turn it into an I don't know how to do that yet. And so if you're one of those people that are like, I constantly want to learn, this would be a great program because you will constantly be learning and challenging yourself in new ways. You will have to meet some minimum academic requirements. When I say minimum, I mean this is not this is really just making sure we check over your high school transcript, ACT, SAT scores if you've taken them, not a requirement. We also have placement tests at the college for those of you that, may need a little bit of help getting over the line. And so we have options, and I will work with you one-on-one to get you situated in the academic space to make sure we're ready to get you into this program. And finally, you do have to be legally able to work in the U.S. and qualify for some of Nationwide's employment stuff as you go through their application process. Nothing crazy. Just, really highlighted, you will have to go through an application process on their side, if you do make it to that point. If all that sounds good, then I think it's time we get started. So the first big step is going to the website here, cscc.edu/FSPA. There's a request for information form. We just ask that you fill it out, kind of express your interest to us, and let us know that you want to connect more, learn more, and get started. Once you fill out that form, there will be an automatic checklist that triggers that comes directly to your email for you to walk through that leads you through applying to Columbus State if you've never done it before, how to submit a transcript, how to submit ACT, SAT scores. It leads you through all of it, and it's very seamless and simple. You also get directly connected with me through email as a part of that form. So in that email with your checklist comes directly from me. And so I'm always happy to chat as well. My email and phone number are on the screen. You can text or call that number, which is sometimes easier. If you don't have time for a call, then shoot me a quick text. And then the website you see there under chat with me is actually time to put directly on my calendar for us to have a one-on-one, either Teams conversation or like we are on now, Skype, Teams, however you want to virtually meet, or a phone call. And then finally, we do have some deadlines that are coming up sooner than I'd like to admit. But April 7th is the last day to submit an application. So if you are interested in this program, we are kind of on a time crunch. And then May 15th will be when the final decisions are selected by Nationwide for who will be a part of this program for 2021. So deadlines coming up. But nothing we can't handle. So thank you guys for joining us today. I'll let Kara say anything if she wants to close out. And we, like I said, we thank you for being here and we look forward to connecting with you soon.
Yeah, and I hope that there's a number of future financial services apprentices listening today, and there is nobody better than Kaylor to help you understand the program and get started. So if you're not sure, or if you have any questions at all, like she said, reach out to her, give her a text, give her a call. She'll explain everything, help you through it, and we look forward to seeing you here at Nationwide soon. Take care, everybody.